guys, hope you're well. We've got a really exciting video today talking about currently the best Asian T20 team that is available to us. So quickly for a couple of ground rules, obviously we're looking at people that aren't retired, are currently playing internationally for their countries, and me and Venu are going to have a quick little discussion on that. Venu, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Good.
Yeah, I'm good. I hope you're well too.
I'm good. Okay,
Yeah.
let's just dive straight in then. Actually, let's go for it. Okay, so let's start with the openers. So I have an idea of who I want. Who did you go for, Vinny, and why?
I've gone for Rohit Sharma and Babar Azam, who's my captain as well. Opening. The fact that their stats, obviously, I know we always talk about stats, but in cricket, I forgot what the phrase is. Stats, is your friend. So Rohit Sharma, 32.62 average, not the best average, but he's got 400s and 21 50s in 100 innings, and he's the number one. Babar Azam has to be there. Average of close to 50, 14 50s in 40 innings. They're my openers. So your Indian opener and your Pakistan opener.
Hopefully they get along.
Hand in hand. Hopefully they get along.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
No, that's fair enough.
Yeah. Don't run each other out,
I think it's really difficult to go against that. I mean, I think on the top of my head, so we're looking at really, obviously, because we're looking at Asian 11, we're looking at Pakistan, Afghanistan, India, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka. And from what I know, I think those are probably two of the best openers that you can get from there. And to be honest with you, we obviously have discussed the current world best T20 11, but I mean, there's an argument I think for both of them, even in that. That's how good I think both of them are. Talk about it. Yeah.
In our previous video that we made, we put Babar Azam at number 3.
Exactly. Yeah.
And put Butler and Finch as your openers, but I do agree, Sharma and as Babar Azam could, we can put a case for them to open for the world 11.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. Okay, so who do you have at 3 then?
Virat Kohli, the one and only Virat Kohli at number 3.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think it's difficult to disagree with that. Average of what, just over 50?
50.8. Babar Azam's 49.93. So similar caliber, but 24 50s in 76 innings. Mr. Consistent.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think you got to. You can't not put him in there. I think Virat Kohli 100% put him in there.
Yeah,
okay, so number 4.
Sorry.
Yeah, number 4 is going to be an interesting sticking point because I've got someone in mind who I don't think you're going to agree with. Who did you go for, number 4?
I went for KL Rahul of India.
Why did you go for him?
45.65 average.
Okay.
In 30 innings for Zan, he's already hit 200s, high score of 110 not out. Maybe that probably skews the average a bit, that 110 not out.
Yeah.
And 11 50s.
Okay.
He has to be there.
Do you know who I went for?
A Pakistani player?
I went for Mohammad Hafiz, and I'll tell you why.
Oh, interesting.
So if you look at his ESPN Cricinfo stats, you might think, why have I picked him? So I'll go through those first, right? So 94 matches, 2,000 runs, high score of 86 not out, average of 27, strike rate of just under 120, and he's got, in terms of 50s, because we're talking about that, he has got 13 50s. So that doesn't look very impressive, right? Okay, let me go through his stats then from the last 2 years. Yeah? So this is at 40 years old. Last 2 years, okay? So last 2 years, he's had 10 T20 innings, 482 runs, an average of 96, high score of 86 not out, strike rate of 147 with 450s. So that's why. Now, that's why I've picked him. And I think when you look at it historically, yes, I don't think you wouldn't put him in there. But I think judging by the fact that over the past 2 years, and I feel like 2 years is it's a good enough volume of work to say, you know what, he should be in there.
Yeah.
I think you've got in between of someone like Dawid Malan, who I don't know how many games he's played for England, but I feel like it's not as many, and also he historically played that much. And then you've got your Virat Kohli's and Babar Azam who've played loads. Then you've got the in between. I think Hafiz, the fact that he's played so well over the last 2 years bodes really well for the next 2 T20 World Cups back to back. He's also performed really well in our national tournament that's just ended as well. Again, performing really well, and he just doesn't look out of nick. And the fact that he averages 96 in the last 2 years, I think, shows how good a T20 player he's revolutionised himself in the last 2 years, I think. And KL Rahul is a very good player, I know that. But I think if you're looking at form over the past 2 years, I don't think there's a single player, and I could be wrong, but I don't think there's a single player who's got better stats than Mohammad Hafiz in the last 2 years in T20s, internationals, that is.
To be honest, I think you sold me on Hafiz, to be honest. It just shows that, these stats, that show the whole career stats doesn't paint the right picture, and I think he's done very well the last 2 years, considering I think he was in and out of the team. Was that correct?
Yeah, so he's in that. He's struggling a little bit as well to kind of really cement his place, but considering he's now 40 years old.
40.
He's revolutionised himself to be a pinch hitter at number 4, where he basically and he just looks so easy. It just looks really effortless. He just times the ball so well, and it's been very surprising in Pakistan, to be honest with you, because no one expected him to perform this well in the last 2 years. People were expecting him to be dropped and then retire, but he's obviously knocking on the door, and it's impossible not to pick him for Pakistan. And I think in this scenario, I would have him at 4.
Yeah, you've sold me there.
Yeah.
All right, Hafiz at 4 then. Yeah, you've sold me. And he can bowl some handy off break, Tommy.
Yeah.
Just in case your bowlers are getting tonked. Put some handy off spin from Mohammad Hafiz. Okay, fair enough. He's my number 4. 2
Indians, 2 Pakistanis so far.
You know what was really hard about this? The fact that I'm struggling to get. Actually, no, I've got some Sri Lankan players in there. But I struggled to get a Bangladeshi player in there, which was quite sad. But we'll come on to that.
Yeah. Okay, so you've got number 5 then.
I put Kusal Pereira. He's my wicketkeeper at number 5.
Okay.
Because we needed a wicketkeeper, and I was thinking he's got some, in 46 innings, he's hit 12 50s, average of 28.1. Not the best stats, but he has got potential. And I know we shouldn't really talk about Test match cricket, but one of the best innings was it last year or the year before? Everyone talks about Ben Stokes' Headingley heroics. No one talks about Kusal Pereira's heroics at Durban, I think, against South Africa in the Test match, where he was absolutely smacking the ball. He's got potential, and he's a handy behind the stumps, quality wicketkeeper. I put him at number 5. Considering we put him at put Hafiz at number 4, I'm tempted to put KL Rahul at number 5 and maybe Pereira at 6. But I put Pereira at 5, and he's my wicketkeeper.
What was Pereira's average again?
28.1.
And strike rate?
Let me check, sorry.
Yeah.
So the T20 strike rate is 135.
Okay. The only other person I was looking at was Liton Das, who's Bangladeshi, but he's got an average of 22, strike rate of 135 as well, to be fair. So I'm happy to go to Sara Pereira, because I think...
Kusal Pereira, sorry.
Sorry, Kusal Pereira. Who's India's wicketkeeper is Rishabh Pant, isn't it?
Yeah, Rishabh Pant.
Yeah, he hasn't done that. He hasn't done that well though for India internationally.
No.
He's been in and out of the team. Pakistan, at the moment, Sarfraz is out of form, and Mohammad Rizwan's playing, but he's not tried and tested.
Yeah, he's not established himself, hasn't he?
Yeah, so I'm happy with Kusal Pereira actually. But as you said, okay, so you wanted to move someone down, put KL Rahul at 5.
Shall we talk about that later, at the end?
We can talk about it now. I don't mind actually at 5, because I think let's do 5 and 6, and then we can talk about the bowlers, and then maybe look at 7, 8, 9, 7 and 8 probably. But I think it's difficult because at 5, you're looking really at someone to come in and be very proactive and aggressive, and I think I would love to have someone like Shakib in there, but I don't know how good Shakib Al Hassan is in T20s. because I know that he's an incredible cricketer, all-round cricketer. But he gives you an option as well with the ball. Let's have a look. So average of 24, strike over 123. So okay, not amazing. That's batting. Bowling, average of 20 though. Economy of 6.8. 92 wicket. That's pretty good. I'm tempted to have him in there just because as an all-rounder. So maybe, but it's difficult because Shakib's. Even though his stats, batting-wise, are not incredible, it's really hard to have him lower than 6, similar to like someone like Ben Stokes. What we could do, though, is we could go for... I think you're right, actually. Let's revisit this. I think it's difficult. So I think at the moment we've got our top 4 of... we've got a top 4 of Rohit Sharma, who else? Babar Azam. Number 3, we went with Virat Kohli, and number 4, we've gone with Mohammad Hafiz. Okay, let's start with our bowlers then. So who do you go with at number 11? So this is a pure bowler.
Mujibur Rahman.
Okay.
Who's, he made our World T20.
Yeah.
So he has to be in the Asian 11.
Yeah, agreed.
Because he made the World T20. He's someone to look out for in the near future. A young bowler. He can bowl some handy off break and leg break as well.
Mystery bowler, yeah, quality.
Mystery bowler. It's just what can you say? You need that. You need that in your team, especially in T20s. So he's my number 11.
Yeah, it'll be a bit embarrassing if we didn't put him in and then we put him in our 2011. Yeah.
Exactly. I agree. I double checked that video to see.
I think
everyone.
By that logic, I think Bumrah will be at 10, though, won't he?
Yeah, Jasprit Bumrah, at 10. Quality bowler.
And Rashid Khan, I think, then would be at... Rashid Khan at 8, and then we've got Shaheen Afridi.
Correct.
At 10. No, sorry, 9, sorry. Okay.
And I believe we didn't go for Shaheen Afridi, did we, in the World 11? We went for Archer instead, is that correct?
Yeah, we did.
We did. Are you sure?
Yeah, we did, I think. Went for Archer.
Actually, no, I think we did. No, I think we did go for Shaheen Afridi, actually. I think we did.
No, we did because we needed another seamer in there. We had too many spinners.
Yeah, that's correct.
So at the moment as well, we've only got 2 seamers. So we need to look at that because I think 2 seamers is not enough. But the issue that we always have with, I feel like with Asian teams, they don't have that many all-rounders, seam all-rounders. But yeah, go on. I think I know who you're going to go with. Who are you going to go with?
Well, to solve that problem of not having enough pace options in your bowling attack.
Yeah.
I've gone for Mohammad Nabi at 6 and Tissera Pereira at 7, who can both bowl. They're both a pace option, but they're not an all-right bowler. But Pereira.
Mohammad Nabi's a spinner, though. He's off spinner.
Is Nabi a spinner?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. So I've gone for Tissera Pereira.
Okay.
He's your all-rounder who can, batter. He can bat at the left and he can bowl some handy pace.
Okay. Yeah. What's Andrew Matthews like in T20s? I'm really interested because I'd love to have him in there, but I don't know how good. I remember at the start of his career, he was very good, but I don't know now. So average of 26, strike rate of 100, just under 120. Okay, Sara Pereira, we've got, strike rate of 150. Yeah, so okay.
What's the bowling like? What's the bowling comparison between the two?
So Andrew Matthews has an average of 31 in T20s. Sara Pereira 33. Sara Pereira's economy is 9.22. Andrew Matthews' economy is 6.92. Ooh, I'm tempted to go with Andrew Matthews, really. I think he sways it.
But how many innings have they both played?
So he's played 75, Andrew Matthews, and Sara Pereira's played 81, so about the same. I think Andrew Matthews got to put him in there. 100%. I mean, he has the X factor as well. I think with bat and ball.
But can he? Yeah, but for a number 7 or 8, you want someone to finish the game off. Has Matthews got that?
That's true. I wouldn't have him at 7 and 8 though. That's a very good point.
You want someone like Pereira.
Okay.
I get your point, but
it's difficult. I feel that 7 and 8 is so difficult to choose who to put in there. But yeah, I think Sara Pereira. I think
Matthews is a number 4. He's ideally a number 4 player, isn't he?
Or number 5 max.
Or number 5.
Yeah.
But we've got quality players there already, so...
Yeah. Okay, fine. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Let's put Sara Pereira then so he would be at 7. So we just need to figure out our 5 and 6. So we've got 3 seam options, and so far we've already got 1, 2, 3, including Mohammed Hafiz. We've already got 3 spin options.
Can you go through the team again, Fizan? What's our team so far?
So opening up, we've got Rohit Sharma and Babar Azam. Then at 3, we've got Virat Kohli. At 4, we went with Mohammed Hafiz. Then, if going down from 8 downwards, at 8 we have Rashid Khan. At 9 we've got Shaheen Afridi. At 10 we've got Jasprit Bumrah. 11 Mujib, and then we've just said at 7 we're going to put Sara Pereira. So we're just looking at 5 and 6 now.
Okay, 5 and 6 now.
So you wanted KL Rahul in there, so I'm happy to put him in there at 5. I think his average is very good as well. So I think
agree with that.
We put him in there. Now it's just our number 6. So I think you mentioned Mohammed Nabi. That would be another spin option. I'm struggling to think about anyone else who would do a decent job at number 6.
We don't have a wicketkeeper. So we have to put Pereira in. Actually, can KL Rahul wicket keep?
Yeah, you can.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure KL Rahul can keep. He's kept before, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's a wicketkeeper, yeah.
Yeah. So that's fine.
Check. Yeah, he's a wicketkeeper. Oh, yeah. So let me check his last T20. Yeah, he opened the batting and he wicket keeps for India. So he'd be a wicket keeper then, KL Rahul. And the captain is Babar Azam.
And I think Kusal Pereira is too low down, I think, anyway, if we put him at 6. Yeah. So we need someone at 6 then. I think maybe someone like Mohammed Nabi is a very good shout. So I'd go with him.
Well, yeah, because considering he made our World
T20.
He has to be, Oops. And he's a number 1 all-rounder, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. We should probably put him in
for the ICC ranking. So yeah, sorted.
Wow, so that's a not bad team. So we've ended up with not Virat Kohli. We've ended up with Rohit Sharma, Babar Azam, Virat Kohli, Mohammed Hafiz. Then at 5, we went with KL Rahul. At number 6, Mohammed Nabi. 7, we went with Sara Pereira?
Correct, at 7.
Yep.
Yeah.
8, we went with Rashid Khan. 9, we've gone with Shaheen Afridi. 10, Jasprit Bumrah. And 11, Mujib. Now that's a bloody good team, I think. So we've got 3 seam options in there with Shaheen Afridi, Jasprit Bumrah, and Sara Pereira. And then we've also gone with 4 spinners, technically. We've got Mohammed Nabi, Rashid Khan, and Mujib, that trio of Afghani bowlers, which I think we had in our World T2011, which is just incredible,
Ridiculous,
I think. Yeah. And then Mohammed Hafiz. See, I was thinking, actually, I would love to have had someone like Shadab Khan in.
Yeah, I think he was unfortunate to miss out.
Yeah, because
Shadab Khan, unfortunate.
He's someone who, stats-wise, is probably not great. But in the last year or so, and 2 especially, his batting's really come on a lot as well. He's now really a genuine all-rounder. And bowling-wise, I mean, he's got an average of 21, economy of 7.22. But it's just, would you put him in there instead of Mujib? Probably not. Rashid Khan again, at the moment, no. I feel like in a year's time, if he's still performing as he is, then you put him in there. But I think also batting-wise, he's definitely coming on a lot. So I think he would be kind of you'd be looking to kind of usurp someone at 6 or 7. But definitely one to look out for in the future. But yeah, that was pretty...
I think also...
Yeah, go on.
Sorry. I just thought we need to have a shout out for a couple of Bangladeshi players who...
Yeah, go on.
Not a single Bangladeshi player made that, which was unfortunate. So Mahmudullah?
Mahmudullah, he's a very good player.
He's a spinner, isn't he? Spinner?
He's batsman. Yeah.
Batsman, yeah. And Mustafiza Rahman, also a left-arm seamer.
Yeah, the
Fizz. Quality player. So those Bangladeshi players, I thought, obviously, Angela Matthews also unfortunately missed out there. Imad Wasim? What do you think, Imad Wasim? Unfortunately missed out there?
I mean, when we did the World T21, I made a case for him. So, but I think the fact that we picked the spinners for the World T2011 is that he can't get a spot. But yeah, again, honourable mention. I think Lytton Das as well, a very good player. Shakib Al Hassan. I mean, we know how good he is from the last World Cup in 2019. Just incredible player. So yeah, those types of players. I mean, unfortunate to miss out, but it's good. I think, especially as we know, because of franchise cricket, etc. as well. Obviously, the T20 game is blossoming at the moment. So there's a lot more. I feel like there's a bigger pool to choose from than maybe something like a test team, which we will probably do at some point when the test cricket comes back. But it's good to see, obviously, that at least we're getting a mixture of players, and especially from Afghanistan. I think we mentioned it before, but it's really good to see them performing well. So yeah, really good team. I'm happy with that. You happy, Venu?
I'm happy. It'd be interesting to see what the 11 will be if we did a World 11 with non-Asian players. That'd be interesting to do, and see how they'll fare a match up. Maybe next video we'll see. But it's a very good team. You've got quality players there, haven't you? It has to be because it's an Asian 11, but you've got you've got a good pace attack. You've got your left arm seamer. You've got a variety of spin options. You've got your left and right hand batsman in there.
Yeah.
That should all be good for a quality good team.
Yeah. No, I think that'll be a great team. It'll be great to see. I think, as we said in the World T2011, to see Babar Azam and Virat Kohli back together. I think that's something that obviously I don't know if we'll ever see happen, but.
I mean, the same team.
Yeah, in the same team.
Yeah, it's a shame.
If that was, but that's probably a topic for another video. But I think if that did ever happen, I think it'll be very interesting to see. I think to see whether they complement each other or whether they kind of too similar in a way. But I feel like when you've got players who are that good, it doesn't make a difference. They'll perform. Yeah. Well, great. Thank you very much, Venu, again.
No worries.
Being on as well, and no worries. I hope you have a good break. I know you've got a little bit of break now, so enjoy.
I'll try my best. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not much cricket on, just IPL.
Yeah, that's true.
But the IPL would do.
Yeah, yeah, not much on at the moment, to be fair. Thanks very much, guys, for watching this video. If you're new, as always, please make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share. Hope you stay safe, and thank you, as always, for your support. Thank you.